Greetings Multiverse, we're here with the... I was debating whether or not to actually do this reaction trailer, but I was feeling particularly salty towards DC today, so I'm doing the trailer for Aquaman, King of Atlantis, the Animated Trilogy, as the full title is calling it. The weird little James Wan produced Aquaman animated series, well, a 3-part series. I don't know if it ties into the movies at all. I don't think so, but it's James Wan produced. When this was announced, this sounded like the first proper DCEU animated series, and everyone was excited about it. This is the result. Just from this picture alone. What is this? Just honestly, what is this? I'm okay. I'm gonna get right to it. It's a short trailer, so this is gonna be a short video. But I just want to. I'm gonna rant about this afterwards, unless this really blows me away. It could be. If it's hilarious, I might let it go. If it really makes me laugh, or if it looks somehow cool, even with this art style, I might let it go. If it doesn't, it's dead. Okay, but yeah, I'm a quick advertisement. I'm going to be doing another video straight after this where I comment on all the various Marvel announcements at the PlayStation Showcase yesterday. Obviously, the name of this YouTube channel is DC Comics Gamer. I'm not going to start suddenly talking about Marvel games. Yes, I know I did a reaction to the Guardians of the Galaxy thing. I kind of wish I'd done the same for Wolverine and Spider-Man 2, but I do want to talk about the state of DC games and advance of DC fandom and what DC has to do to catch up with Marvel right now, but also a bit of positivity in there. So yes, hopefully I'll be putting the link up here once it's up, so check that out if you want to hear my thoughts on the state of DC games right now following the PlayStation Showcase and what DC has to do for fandom. But for now, let's get on with this tiny little first trailer for Aquaman, King of Atlantis. Go. Ha! The director of Aquaman. Oh God.
He is Aquaman.
I know.
And he just became King of Atlantis.
What?
Thank you.
Is there a different throne we could know?
It's a Volko.
The fate of his people.
This is
Of his
weird.
home. Of all the world is in his hands.
That's right. So yeah, no pressure.
Join Aquaman for the undersea adventure of a lifetime. Aquaman, King of Atlantis. New
October
special
14th.
event streaming October 14th on
Before
HBO Max.
fandom. I don't know. The thing that's getting me with this most of all is the art style. It is so lame. Even by a Teen Titans Go standard, it is pretty weird. It's pretty sort of low animation, like a simple little cartoon, like Darth Vader and Son cartoon book come to life. I don't know, perhaps I'm being a bit mean on the art style. It's meant to be simplistic and fun and stupid and very, very kiddie. I don't know. I'm saying all this like I'm not going to check it out on October 14th. October 14th, in advance of fandom this is coming out. Maybe they want to get rid of it before then. I'm still probably going to check out. If it drives nails into my eyes, then I will probably switch off immediately. But so far it seems quirky. If it does make me laugh, Teen Titans Go I will criticise all day long, and yet it will still make me laugh. I've got Blu-rays of both Teen Titans Go to the Movies and Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans down there, and I've watched them multiple times, and they make me laugh every single time. So I will never truly criticise Teen Titans Go with the sillier art style. And I really do need to give Justice League Action a bit more of a chance. But this, I don't know, there's something really cheap about it. It has the potential to be a fun little cartoony look at Aquaman. We're at the stage now where Aquaman is so serious and so cool that we've now got back around to Super Friends level of Aquaman is a complete silly joke. But as long as this one's here with him being in on the joke, then it might be alright. it's only a 3-part little silly bit of fun, so I don't want to complain too harshly, as crap as it looks. Alright, okay, it broke me. Come on, look at this! James Wan is producing this? Why? Why is he producing this? What's he got to do with this? I mean, does he like fun? Okay, fine, that's alright. But what has he got to do with this? You don't need James Wan involved in this. If it was a serious animation, I don't mind it being... Okay, I'm broken now. I don't mind this being a silly, fun little Aquaman thing. But why is James Wan involved? It doesn't need his involvement. The fact that he is involved immediately pulls in some sort of connection with the 2 Aquaman movies. The one done and the one still to come, which are far more serious. People immediately start jumping to the conclusion, as I and everyone else did when this was announced, that this would be a proper DCEU show. But this silly little fun thing is okay. Why is the director of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom involved in it? Why? That just sets up unreasonable expectations, both for us and the show. It actually screws the show having him involved. It makes people like me far more salty and angry about this show than they need to be. It's only meant to be a fun little Aquaman show. A 3-part little Aquaman show. Not even a series. And yet, just because one is involved, that immediately he makes bigger expectations and immediately gives us something to hope for that we're not going to get. Why is he involved? He can only hurt this show. I'm sorry, James, if you're watching. I don't think you are, but I'm sorry you are. You are actually hurting this project by being involved in this. Unless if it was a hardcore animated Aquaman movie or series, that would have been fine, or some sort of tie into the DCU. But having a fun little quirky thing like this with no DCEU connection, or barely any, doesn't need to have James Wan anywhere near it. He can tweet about it and say, this looks quite cool. That's the extent of the involvement. He could do a watch party if he wants. With Jason Momoa. I would watch that. I would watch a reaction video with Jason Momoa and James Wan watching this. I don't want to get annoyed about it. I don't want to get annoyed about how cheap it is. I don't want to get annoyed about how silly it is. I don't want to get annoyed at this show at all. Even if it's not for me, it's clearly for a younger audience and it's clearly meant to be a bit of fun. That's all it's meant to be, and I'm fine with having a bit of fun. I'm fine with having a cheeky Superman show or something like that. But this, and having James Wan produce it, that just kind of ticks me off. And it shouldn't do. This should be just a fun, simple, quirky little show. Look at it, it looks silly. That's fine. That's totally fine. I don't mind a silly DC show. Doesn't have to be for me. Not everything has to be for me, but the fact that James Wan is involved makes this so much worse. Am I just shouting at the moon here? It sets up the show to fail and it annoys the fans much, much more. If this had just been announced as this, with this fun little trailer, people would not care as much. But the fact that James Wan set this up makes people care. That's all. Okay, I talked far longer about this than I intended to. This comes out a few days before DC Fandom and the Injustice movie, so I think we'll probably get our fill of Aquaman from both of those, but the more serious Aquaman and DC in general. This you can ignore if you want. I am probably going to check out just because it's a DC property and because I am curious. Yeah, okay, whatever. It was it didn't really make me laugh either, apart from Volko's neck. I mean, what the heck is that? What is happening there? What is happening to Volko's neck? Why does no one have a nose? Why is that a seahorse a duck for some reason? I'm being too salty towards the show. I really am. Yeah, it's just things. Just things. Okay, yeah, I've talked enough. I've talked enough about this show, I think. Oh, I've got to move on to a far bigger rant to come. So stay tuned for that. But what do you guys think about this trailer? Do you think it looks fine? Am I shouting for no reason? Am I getting anti-hyped? Whatever. What's the opposite of hype? Disappointment for too stupid a reason? Let me know in the comments below, or on the Inside the Multiverse Discord server, which you'll find a link to in the description below. And of course, like, share and subscribe if you want more of my rants or my weird funny videos. That already helps me out. And check out other videos on DC Comics Gamer. I have at least one on Aquaman about the Lost Kingdom and what the heck it is, which I did before the title Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom was announced, so I totally called it. Ha ha ha. But for now, thanks for watching, folks. Multiverse out.